So welcome to today's video. We are taking a look at this little set from the Japanese brand Kusakabe. It is one of their 3 single pigment sets. This is the warm set containing 6 different colors. All are single pigment colors as the set name says, and yeah, we will be swatching all of them and taking a look at the pigments. I will also be uploading videos to the other single pigment sets. Of course, as we have the warm set, there's also a cool set and a third set. All the colors in the warm and in the cool set are granulating colors. And some of them are really unique because I haven't seen them anywhere else. There are some very new and interesting pigments. I have 1 of them in the warm set and I have 4 of them in the cool set. So the cool set contains a little bit more new and unique pigments to watercolors, but yeah, doesn't mean that there aren't nice colors in here as well. So we do have on the box and the tube the information about the name. They are printed in Japanese, of course, but also in English. We do have the pigment numbers and the light fastness information as well. At least here in Germany, Kusakabe is a brand which is not very easy to get. I have a few sellers on AliExpress which are offering colors from Kusakabe, from their normal watercolor range as well as their Harmonia colors, which I will also be doing review videos to the full range of the Harmonia colors, which are their super granulating watercolors, as well as the single pigment sets. I will leave links in the description box below to the seller on AliExpress where I have got my sets from, and he is also selling all of these single pigment watercolor colors as open stock. So if you say you have only 1, for example, color or 2 which are interesting to you, you can also buy them open stock. You don't have to buy the whole set. I was thinking about buying them individually or as the set, but I calculated it, and if I would have bought all of them individually, it would be more expensive than the set, so I've bought the set. So the first color is called Presiodium, I don't know how to pronounce it, yellow. You will also know this pigment from Winsor Newton. I think it is the permanent lemon yellow, or more likely from Schminkoradam, from the super granulating watercolors, the volcano yellow. This is pigment yellow 159, which is the zirconium yellow. Very beautiful, super light fast granulating color. So we don't have a lot of lemon yellow granulating colors, so this is really a color which is super interesting if you love granulation or color separation, super granulating color mixes. So that's a good color to have in your collection if you want to mix colors yourself, for example. I really love the color. So the next one, the Chrome Orchid. This is the one pigment in this set which I haven't seen before anywhere else. I also haven't gotten a lot of information about the pigment. It is PR 236. It is also very light fast. and it is, of course, like I said, all the colors are granulating, but it has a very unique shade, which feels like a pink that tends more towards purple. So a very more cooler pink color. It is not a super dark color, so it is more on the lighter color side. Like I said, it is unique. I haven't seen it anywhere else before. It is a beautiful color on its own, so I guess you could do a lot of beautiful things with it. I can imagine that, for example, it will do very nicely in settings when you are having dawn or dusk situations, when the sun rises or goes down, for example. But you could also use it as a granulating mixing color. I haven't tried it so far. It will be probably not so easy because it is so light, so you will have to mix it with other colors which don't overpower it completely, but I can imagine that there are some colors which will be very interesting. For example, if you mix it with cerulean blue or cobalt turquoise or something like that, could give really beautiful mixes. Yeah, haven't ever seen this pigment anywhere else. So the next one is a brown. It is called Zinc Iron Chromite Mahogany. It is PBR 33. Some of you may also know this from Schminke. They offer it as a mahogany brown, and it is also a pigment which is used a lot in their super granulating watercolor line. So this is definitely also a color which will be awesome if you love granulation and mixing super granulating or color separation mixes. But like I said, you can also get this color from Schminke. Of course, for me personally, if you can get a pigment from different sellers, of course you always have a little bit of a difference. You will see this if you, for example, look one of my pigment videos, because there I swatch all the variations I own, and you can always see that if you buy 5 brands, you will have 5 different shades of the pigment. But even if they are very close in hue. So with colors like that, I would mostly say just look up which brand is easiest and most affordable to get at your place. You don't need to buy it from brand A, B, or C. Just look up what is easier to get. This is a pigment. I have looked up some pigment databases and also looked up the pigment itself, and the only brand I found is Schminke. So this is definitely not a pigment you see a lot in other brands. There could, of course, be other brands, but from my search in Google, I didn't found any other. So if you know another brand offering it, then please let me know. So, as you can, of course, read, the second row is only Potter's Pink. Potter's Pink is a pigment that can also come in very different shades. Some brands are more on the darker side, some are more on the lighter side. For example, the versions from Daniel Smith or Schminke are very dark, And for example, the version from Renaissance Intense is more like this Potter's Pink Pale. It's a very light, pink. In Germany, we would call it piggy pink. So this is a beautiful color on its own, but this very light version is probably not the best version if you want to use it as a mixing color. If you want to use a Potter's Pink for mixing mostly, then I would recommend more getting like the Potter's Pink here or the Potter's Pink Deep, more like the medium to darker versions, because this is such a light color. It will be very, very hard to use it as a mixing color because other pigments will overpower it very easily. So yeah, like I said, for mixing, the other shades would be better. But it is definitely a nice color. And my personal opinion, when I first thought, oh, it is just Potter's Pink PR 233 in 3 different versions, I'm honest, I thought, is this really necessary? But over time, I thought when I've done the swatches and looked it up a few times, then I thought, yeah, okay, maybe between the medium and the dark, the difference is not so extreme. But between the light version and the dark version, it is really so much different that I think it is nice to have 2 different shades of it, like the pale and the deep, because the pale you could use for completely different things. You could use it definitely very easily on its own. For example, also in sunset situations could be a nice color, or for other things. So even if you can't use it good for mixing, there are for sure some other purposes you could use it. And the light and the dark are just so different. That's so after a while I thought, okay, it's nice to have the light and the dark. It would be okay for me if it were only those 2, and the third one would be another color. But 2 different versions are nice to have because they're so much different from each other. But like I said, those are also variations you can get from other brands. I know that especially some of the Japanese brands are outside of Japan, sometimes very hard to get. So that is definitely something to look up, which is easier to get at your place. The price is around 13 euros per tube. The tube contains 10 milliliters, so at least here in Germany, I would say those are more on the expensive side. For example, in Germany, the 15 milliliter tubes from Schminke starts with 9 euros. So I get half or 50% more of the color for less money, for example. Of course, the Potter's Pink is not a series 1, but just so you know, the price would be much easier or much cheaper if I would just buy the Potter's Pink from Schminke, for example, here in Germany. So Potter's Pink is a pigment that is basically in nearly every brand available, so it isn't so hard to get. So let's take a closer look at the dried swatches. You can see the granulation here very, very nicely. And although it is a very light color, I have seen color mixes with the zirconium yellow where you still can see because it granulates so strongly, the granulation like light yellow speckles even in darker greens or other colors. So that's definitely a color that sticks out, even if it is a light color, which is sometimes really surprisingly. But yeah, I think all of those colors are very, very beautiful. The quality of the paint is very good. I haven't had anything negatively when I've done the swatches or painted with it so far, so I can't say anything bad about it. There definitely are, in those single pigment sets, are some really, really unique colors, like in this it is the Chrome Orchid. Like I said, the Cool set has some more unique shades, but yeah, for me personally, it is a very good and very interesting set. I can definitely recommend it. Or if some of the shades are only interesting for you, that you say only 2 or 3 colors really are interesting to you, like I said, you can buy them open stock, which is definitely a big plus in my personal opinion. I hate it when companies do sets like that and then you are forced to buy the set and are not able to get an individual tube if just 1 or 2 colors are interesting. So especially with colors which are very unique and with a brand that is maybe not as easy available in your country, then it is nice that you can say, okay, I like this and this color a lot, and I want to use it a lot, then I buy 2 tubes and from each color, so that I don't have to restock it very oftenly, because it is maybe not so easy to get in my country. So then it is definitely nice that you are able to buy them individually as well. So yeah, absolutely a nice set. I would love to hear if there are interesting colors for you in this set, or if you maybe have some of the shades already from other brands, and yeah, your experiences with for what you want, for what you like to use it, or like colors which are very common, like the Potter's Pink. Which version do you like the most from which brand? Because I have a few, and most of them are very different from each other. So yeah, we'd love to hear that. Thank you so much for watching. Like always, thumbs up or a follow is very much appreciated. Thank you so much for that, because it really helps my channel. So thank you, and thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope to see you soon in another one. And yeah, like I said, I will do definitely also a video for the other 2 sets, as well as the full range of the Harmonia colors. So yeah, hope to see you in one of those, and have a nice day. Bye bye.